This is Mac OS Ken.
Apple Card's got a new banker. ChatGPT wants to get all up in your health. And Apple TV actors get the honor of being nominated. It is Thursday, the 8th of January, 2026. I'm a Black Star, and this is news from Mac OS Ken. Brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Copilot Money, making your money feel clear, calm, and fully yours. Get a 2-month free trial with offer code MacOSCan at try.copilot.money/MacOSCan. This show is also supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/MacOSCan. A never-ending Apple story has apparently reached its end. The Wall Street Journal ran a piece early on Wednesday, later confirmed in an Apple press release, that had the banking side of Apple Card and associated services changing hands. After more than a year of negotiations, the journal said JPMorgan Chase had reached a deal to take over Goldman Sachs' role in the Apple program. In the confirmation press release, Jennifer Bailey, Apple's VP of Apple Pay and Apple Wallet, said Chase shares Apple's commitment to innovation and delivering products and services that enhance consumers' lives. We look forward to working together to continue to provide a best-in-class experience and exceptional customer service with Apple Card. On the bank side, Allison Beer, CEO of Card and Connected Commerce at Chase, was quoted as saying Chase shares a commitment to supporting consumer financial health and is proud to deepen its relationship by welcoming Apple as the newest partner in their industry-leading co-brand credit card program. Behind the scenes, Goldman is said to have sold its interest in the venture at a discount. People who know things about things told the journal that Goldman Sachs would offload the roughly $20 billion of outstanding card balances at a more than $1 billion discount. Makes sense that they might. The piece says the bank has lost more than $7 billion on a pre-tax basis since the beginning of 2020 on a large chunk of its consumer lending business. The journal says the handoff will further cement JPMorgan's status as a behemoth in the credit card sector and marks the final chapter of Goldman's failed experiment in consumer lending. As for Apple Card holders, oh yeah, the people. It sounds like they shouldn't feel anything for the time being. During this transition, the press release says, Apple Card users can continue to use their card as they normally do. More information and FAQs are available on Apple's site. Additional details will be shared with users as the transition date approaches, according to Apple. The full transition is expected to take approximately 24 months. OpenAI has launched a new thing called ChatGPT Health. A piece from Mac Rumors describes that as a dedicated section of the app where users can ask health-related questions completely separated from their main ChatGPT experience. For more personalized responses, the piece says people can connect their own health data services, including AllTrails, Apple Health, Function, Instacart, MyFitnessPal, Peloton, and Weight Watchers. Once connected, the piece says ChatGPT will be able to access your health and fitness data from Apple Health, including movement, sleep, and activity patterns. The piece goes on to say that ChatGPT Health can also integrate with your medical records, allowing ChatGPT Health to analyze your lab results and other aspects of your medical history to inform its answers to your health-related questions. Personally, I'd be uncomfortable about sharing such information with a company/service that barely existed 3 years ago. And I'm apparently not alone. Over at AppleInsider, Mike Wordle and Malcolm Owen have a suggestion on giving ChatGPT access to your Apple Health info. Maybe don't do that. It's not that they know that there is risk to such sharing. They just don't know that there isn't. While the piece says there are provisions in place by which OpenAI should abide, including privacy rules and a ban on third-party disclosure, it warns that an Apple Health connection could hand a lot of data over to ChatGPT. The question then is whether OpenAI can be trusted to not misuse that data. We've all made mistakes, though most of ours don't lead to planet-wide complaints. If you use peripherals from Logitech, you may know what I'm talking about. To get the most out of a Logitech keyboard or mouse, a piece from Cult of Mac says users have to use the Logi Options Plus app for the Mac. Using the app, the piece says you can set up custom keyboard shortcuts and mouse gestures, assign custom actions to extra buttons on the mouse or keyboard, and stuff like that. These shortcuts and triggers do not work without the app. And the app did not work Wednesday. While Logitech peripherals apparently retain their out-of-the-box functions, an expired security certificate for the Options Plus software for Mac borked user customizations. Logitech's G-Hub software for the Mac was also affected. The Cult explains the problem, saying macOS treats an expired certificate as a hard failure. That means the app can't authenticate or run as intended. This explains why the problem is limited to macOS. Logitech accessories and the Logi Options Plus app remained unaffected on Windows. The issue is fixed now, though you will have to work for that fix. While Logitech has released patches for macOS versions 13, 14, 15, and 26, a piece from Mac Rumors says users need to download and install that themselves since the certificate expiry also prevented the app's built-in updaters from working. Mac Rumors had a spokesperson for the company calling it an inexcusable mistake and apologizing for the inconvenience caused. The company also says that settings and customizations will not be lost and the apps will work normally again after the quick patch is installed. So next time you make a mistake, cut yourself some slack. Bigger organizations than you make bigger mistakes than you could ever imagine making. More news in a moment, but first a word from today's sponsor, Copilot Money, designed to make your money feel clear, calm, and fully yours. How many paid subscriptions do you currently have? If your answer is, you should try Copilot Money. Its automatic subscription tracking lets you know what's renewing and when. No more surprise charges or forgotten free trials. Of course, you might be surprised how much your subscriptions are costing you, but that is the kind of thing you need to know. Subscriptions, savings, deposits, and more. Copilot Money puts it all in one place with beautiful apps for the Mac, iPhone, and iPad, as well as a great new interface for the web. Make your money work for you in 2026 at try.copilot.money/macOSCan. For a limited time, new users get 26% off your first year after a 2-month free trial with offer code macOSCan. Recognized by Apple as a must-have financial app and as a smart way to save money, you can try it out for no money with a 2-month free trial with offer code macOSCan. Then new users get 26% off your first year when you sign up at try.copilot.money/macOSCan. Copilot Money. Your money beautifully organized now across every device at try.copilot.money/macOSCan. One of the crown jewels of Apple retail is closing its doors for a bit. AppleInsider says London's Apple Regent Street will close temporarily starting next Sunday, the 11th of January at 6 p.m. GMT. The store's site says the location is going dark for refurbishment. How long it'll be locked is unclear. Getting a bit of a refurbishment of its own is the Apple Research app. 9to5Mac says Apple's just gotten around to giving that one the liquid glass treatment. If you're not familiar with the application, the piece says it allows iPhone users to contribute to health studies that often inform future Apple products like sleep tracking and heart health features. As with MeetSpace, the digital renovations do take some time. 9to5Mac points out that a number of Apple's applications, including the old iWork titles, Pages, Numbers, and Keynote, are still working without the liquid glass look. New year, new games in Apple Arcade. 9to5Mac ran a piece about a month ago highlighting titles hitting Apple's subscription gaming service today. New to the mix, Cozy Caravan is described as a single-player journey where the arts of crafting, trading, and exploration come together in a beautifully cozy world. Sago Mini Ginger's Garden invites kids aged 3 to 6 to plant gardens, harvest ingredients, help friendly neighbors, and explore at their own pace. TrueScape Plus is the Apple Arcade version of what somebody calls the ultimate skateboarding simulator, and Potion Punch 2 Plus is the Apple Arcade version of a fast-paced time management game with a magical twist. Apple Arcade is included with various Apple One bundles. A standalone subscription will run players $6.99 per month. And finally today, nominees were announced Wednesday for the 32nd Annual Actor Awards presented by SAG-AFTRA. Spelled like it sounds, these are awards for actors, with trophies given out for both individuals and ensembles. A number of performers from Apple TV offerings are up for something. Nominees include Billy Crudup of The Morning Show and Gary Oldman of Slow Horses, both vying for outstanding performance by a male actor in a drama series. Britt Lauer of Severance and Ray Seahorn of Pluribus, both vying for outstanding performance by a female actor in a drama. The cast of Severance going for outstanding performance by an ensemble in a drama series. And stunt people from F1, the movie, in the running for outstanding action performance by a stunt ensemble in a motion picture. And then there's the studio. 9to5Mac wrote up that show's nominations as their own post, and there's plenty of reason to do so. The piece says it was the television show to produce the greatest number of nominations. Sadly, that will have cast members competing against cast members. Both Ike Barinholtz and Seth Rogen are up for outstanding performance by a male actor in a comedy series, while Kathryn Hahn and Catherine O'Hara are each up for outstanding performance by a female actor in a comedy. They will be ganging up on another Apple TV talent. Kristen Wiig is up for the same category for the second season of Palm Royale. Competitors though they may be, Barinholtz, Rogen, O'Hara, and Hahn can bring home a trophy together. The full cast of the studio is in the running for outstanding performance by an ensemble in a comedy series. Word of one more honoree tied to Apple. The Actor Awards site says Harrison Ford, soon to be seen in Season 3 of the Apple TV comedy series Shrinking, will be presented with the SAG-AFTRA Lifetime Achievement Award, the union's highest honor. The 32nd Annual Actor Awards will be presented on Sunday, the 1st of March. They will stream globally on Netflix, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. macOS Ken, brought to you by me, and sponsored by Copilot Money. Get a 2-month free trial with offer code macOSKen at try.copilot.money/macOSKen. This show is also supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/macOSKen. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media, online at backbeatmedia.com. You can find me on Mastodon, macOSKen at mastodon.social. You can also send me an email, info@macosken.com. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Collect your tokens and let's get on to the next round.